Hey guys, it's Mason from Maxlider Brothers Customs. Today we're going to show you what all you will get when you order our Maxlider custom front bumper for your Bronco online, and we'll unbox it so you guys know what to use to install it. Alright, so the top has a bunch of staples around the outside. They pop off pretty easy. And then same thing with these walls here. All right, before we pull the bumper out, there's a few smaller important pieces we need to make sure we've got first. In the foam somewhere, you're gonna have a small box like this. This is gonna have a lot of important hardware we need, so we're gonna set this aside for later. If you're buying your front bumper for a Bronco Raptor, you will have a extension for the skid plate. Regular Broncos won't have that, but all skid plates which is this piece right here, are gonna come configured for a regular Bronco. So if you don't have a Raptor, don't worry about that other piece. This will be good to go for you. And then in one of the corners, you'll have your Maxlider bag. This is gonna have some of your lights and the rest of your hardware. And then last but not least, obviously your bumper. And then these bumpers are pretty big and heavy, so if you've got someone to help you pull it out, I would recommend that. First, we're gonna open up our hardware box. Inside of here, we have our ACC module relocation brackets, and then some extra hardware for our bumper. In the hardware bag, we get our dummy plugs, which you're going to use if your truck does not come with the park sensors in the front bumper. These will just fill in the holes that the sensors go in, just to fill in the gap so that there's no hole in your bumper. It comes with J-clips and bolts to mount the bumper, but we're actually going to replace these with our upgraded all grade 8 hardware. So these will all be extra and we will not use these. These little white pins are for the license plate. These will snap into the square holes in the bumper, and you'll use these screws that go right inside, and that will hold your license plate onto the bumper. And then these extra Allen head bolts and nuts are for just extra in case you strip out or have anything happen with the bolts that hold in your winch cover plate or the ACC module whenever you go to install and remove those. If your truck comes with adaptive cruise control, you will need these during install to relocate the radar sensor that sits in the front of the bumper. If your truck does not have adaptive cruise, you will not end up using these. So we'll set these off to the side for now. All right, now we're gonna go through our Maxlider bag here. We're gonna have our in-bumper lights, light bars to mount those lights, our plugs to wire those all up, and then the hardware we're gonna use to mount our bumper. So you're gonna get 2 additional Deutsch pin connectors to wire in all of these lights. You'll get 2 light bars, one will go on each side of the bumper, and then you'll get your 4 lights that will sit on top of those light bars. And then this bag is gonna come with all your mounting hardware for the bumper. Should get 6 grade 8 bolts for that. Next, we've got our skid plate here. And then like I was saying earlier, if you've got a regular Bronco, this is gonna come ready to install on your vehicle. Don't need to do anything other than bolt it on. And then for anyone that's installing a bumper on a Bronco Raptor, you will also get this extra plate here. And this is to extend the skid plate to fit the Raptors. If you've got a Bronco Raptor, you will also receive these 2 bolts. The skid plate's gonna come configured for a regular Bronco. The only difference between this and the Bronco Raptor is going to be this bottom extension piece here. It's gonna come with a shortened one for the Bronco. If you've got a Raptor, this will come with your bumper, and it'll go ahead and be a direct replacement for this. So we'll unbolt the 7 bolts holding this on and replace that piece with this one, which fits in the same spot. And then that's all you've got to do to get your skid plate ready to install on a Raptor. This is everything you'll receive with your front bumper once it arrives. And then for Raptor owners, I'm going to go ahead and show you what to do with this plate. Your skid plate's going to arrive configured for a regular Bronco. Just this one bottom piece here, it's held in with these 7 bolts there, will be replaced with the extra skid plate extension that comes with the bumper. So you can go ahead and swap that out and bolt it onto the skid plate while this is all off of the vehicle. And then with that on, it will go straight on to the factory mounting provisions for the skid plate on the Raptors. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you what to do with these extra bolts you're gonna get if you've got a Raptor. We're gonna come up to the front here where the front crash bars are. We've already got our bumper installed, and your truck will come with an 18mm bolt right here on the bottom of your crash bar that we're gonna go ahead and unbolt from the bottom. And we're gonna replace that with the extra bolts that you get with your front bumper. And those are gonna slide in through the top and thread into that same welded nut on the crash bar that we took this out from. We went ahead and unboxed our bumper, went over everything that was in there and what you should expect to get whenever you order one, and the differences involved with the Broncos versus the Bronco Raptors. For more information, you can check out our install video, and that will go more in depth of how to install our bumper.